Top 10 facts about the one and only Greece. Greece, cradle of Western civilization, birthplace of democracy, the place that made great contributions to philosophy, mathematics, astronomy, and medicine, just to name a few. Among famous Greeks you must have heard about are Alexander the Great, Hippocrates, Aristotle, Plato, not to mention it is a stunningly beautiful country that is undoubtedly worth learning about. Fact number 1, it's all islands. Greece is made up of thousands and thousands of islands. You've probably heard about the most famous ones like Santorini or Mykonos, but did you know that Greece is actually made up of thousands and thousands of islands? In fact, roughly the number ranges somewhere in the vicinity of 6,000 islands, of which only 200 are uninhabited. Fact number 2, the birthplace of Western civilization, with myriad of UNESCO World Heritage sites to prove it, including most famous sites such as Acropolis of Athens, the birthplace of democracy. Acropolis from the Greek words akron, which means highest point, and polis, simply a city. In other words, Acropolis means a high city. Acropolis of Athens is actually an ancient citadel located on the rocky outcrop above the city of Athens, with a famous sites such as Parthenon, the former temple of the goddess Athena. Given the turbulent history of Greece, it didn't remain so, but rather during the roughly 5th or 6th century BC it became a church dedicated to the Virgin Mary, and then for some time it was even a mosque when Ottomans conquered the city in 1460s. And now to my personal favorite UNESCO World Heritage site here in Greece, Meteora. The rock pillars that you see right now were formed roughly 60 million years ago by a massive earthquake and were polished into the current shape by the elements. The name Meteora means suspended in the air, so that's pretty self-explanatory. Place is characterized by eroded rocks, on some of which monasteries were built. Monks used to live here, and back in the day there were 24 monasteries. However, during the World War II, sadly most of the monasteries were bombed. How the monasteries were in the way, I'll never know. The remaining 6 are in use today. However, many monks have left the sites because it became too touristy, basically because of me and people like myself who wanted to visit this place. Today there are only 20 monks and 4 nuns. The place is simply magical. Spiritual, majestic, beautiful, unique. You have to say it. Fact number 3, Athens after Athena. The Greek capital, Athens, is named after the goddess Athena. Athens is a fascinating city that has been continuously inhabited for over 7,000 years, making it one of the oldest capitals in the world. Athena is the goddess of wisdom and warfare at the same time, both. An interesting combination, I must say. And patron of Athens. Apparently, there was quite of a power struggle between the gods for the city of Athens, but luck prevailed with Athena, and she defeated Poseidon and became the guardian of Athens. So how did the competition go? They weren't physically fighting, obviously, or not very obviously maybe, but rather each god gave city a gift. Athena gave an olive tree and Poseidon gave fresh water in form of a spring. People of Athens figured that olive tree was much more useful as it could provide food, oil, and wood. So Greeks chose Athena to be the patron of Athens. For Greece, today, Athens is truly a mega city with about 1/3 of the entire Greek population living here. Fact number 4, Hellenic Republic, actually. Greece has another name. A fun fact, Greece is not actually Greece. Not many know that country's official name is Hellenic Republic. Greeks are known as Hellenes, and they call their country Hellas, an ancient Greek word related to the time period from the death of Alexander the Great to the time period of Battle of Corinth. And anything related to Greece back then was referred to simply as Hellenic. This original name was used widely before Byzantine period when Roman rulers decided, guys, we prefer to call you Grecos, from Grecia. In some Slavic languages, actually still Grecia. But yeah, today we know it as Greece, which is actually Hellenic Republic. So when you go to Greece, maybe you would greatly surprise the locals by referring to the country as Hellenic Republic, and probably please them quite a bit. Fact number 5, the magnificent Greek language. Greek is one of the oldest languages that's still in use today. It's considered to be one of the oldest written languages that has been continuously used for over 5,000 years. Greek had a huge influence on English and other Latin-based languages. According to some estimates, more than 150,000 words of English derived from Greek. These include technical and scientific terms, of course, but also some common words such as philosophy, physical, photo, phrase, philanthropy, and many other PH words. About 30% of English vocabulary consists directly or indirectly of words that originated from classic Greek. If you remember anything from your school years and math classes, beta and alpha symbols were Greek, so you were practically fluent already back then. Fact number 6, the most common superstition of all, the evil eye. The evil eye has become a popular jewelry piece for protection purposes. It has much deeper meaning than just protection. Also known as mati, an evil eye is believed to protect from anything from negative energy to passive-aggressive hostility. That, according to, beliefs, could cause headaches, weakness, and general bad mood. To protect against such harmful energies, you can wear the evil eye. Greeks wear mati pendant, and it's a tradition that dates back to roughly 6th century BC. Fact number 7, Greek food. I love Greek food. And interestingly enough, the main and the biggest meal of the day in Greece is actually lunch. For many cultures, it's dinner, but in Greece, it's lunch. It takes place around 2 p.m., consists of many, many small dishes, including dips like tzatziki, hummus, olives, bread, feta cheese, followed by main staples such as fish, seafood, or meat. Dinner isn't eaten until after 9 p.m. and is usually a lot lighter. And of course, Greek olives are a must to try. Greek olive oil is really good, so when you're there, definitely try different types. Maybe take some home. Fact number 8, Greece inspired the Olympics. Nowadays, Olympic Games are rather safe and diverse, all about modern sports like baseball, basketball, cycling. Thousands of years ago, the Games were designed to please Greek gods of Mount Olympus, which is the actual mountain. That is the tallest mountain in Greece, Mount Olympus. These days, they're pleasing also gods, but other types of gods. Historians believe that the first ever Olympics took place in 776 BC in honor of Zeus, the king of gods. The tradition of the games lasted until roughly 393 AD and did not return until the first Olympic Games in Athens in 1896. Back in the day, they played really, really bloody, dangerous sports like chariot racing, wrestling. Women, interestingly enough, in a democratic country, were strictly forbidden to watch or participate in the ancient Olympic Games. So I would say we've made quite a progress since the time of ancient Greece. Fact number 9, democracy originated in Greece. Long time ago in a faraway place, people of Greece got together and decided that they want to decide what to do, when, and how. In other words, they wanted a democracy, literally ruled by the people. The term is derived from Greek demokratia. In the middle of the 5th century BCE, this term was used to denote the political system that existed in many of the Greek city-states, notably Athens. In Athens, citizens would convene in an assembly to debate and make decisions on important or not so important matters that would presumably serve the people the best. Only a tiny segment of people, such as adult male citizens, were allowed to participate in this early form of democracy. Interestingly enough, today the top 25 richest countries are also most developed democracies. Something to note. And finally, fact number 10, the only inhabited caldera. That would be the island of Santorini, one of the most beautiful islands in Greece, that is actually an active volcano. And it's the only active volcano, Caldera that is inhabited. It is that dangerous that there are special emergency plans that are put in place here in case of a volcanic eruption. So the legend goes also that Santorini was actually a home to the lost city of Atlantis. The hike from Fira, the capital of the island, to Oia, the most beautiful village in Greece, not only on the island, is one of the most beautiful hikes. It's a 6-mile hike with stunning views over the volcano, the island itself. It's just amazing. It's one of the most beautiful villages in Greece with the best sunsets in the world, arguably. So alright guys, that would be all that I wanted to share with you on the top 10 facts about Greece. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what fact you found most interesting. Let me know if you've been to Greece. What did you think about Greek food and beyond? Thank you so much for joining. Don't forget to subscribe and see you soon.